The Art of Flirting. Chapter 1. The Beginning of the Journey. Every guy has his own flirting story. Some succeed, some fail, and a few find love at first sight. But if you ask what the real art of flirting is, you'll get a different answer from everyone. However, if you're looking for a clear path and actionable steps, let me tell you about my journey, a personal experience I call The Art of Flirting. Day 1. Discovering yourself. Before you try to approach someone, you need to understand yourself. It may sound cliche, but if you're not confident and don't know your strengths, making a good impression is tough. I used to be a shy guy who never dared to talk to girls. Whenever I saw someone I liked, I just admired her from afar and wondered how I could ever talk to her without looking foolish. Then I realized nobody sees value in something worn and broken unless I feel comfortable in it myself. That day, I decided to change everything. I started working out every morning, bought some new clothes, took better care of my appearance, and most importantly, I learned how to talk to myself positively. A confident guy is always attractive, and confidence doesn't mean being perfect, it means being comfortable with who you are. Day 5. Planning the approach. Flirting isn't a battle, it's an opportunity to connect naturally. Building a relationship doesn't have to start with cheesy lines or forced compliments. Sometimes, a smart question or a casual comment is enough to open up a conversation. I remember the first time I approached a girl I was really into. She was sitting in a cafe reading a book. Instead of barging in, I chose a nearby seat and pulled out my own book. She didn't notice me at first. After a few minutes, I initiated something simple. This is one of my favorite books. Have you read it? There was no flirting in that line, just a conversation starter. She looked up, smiled, and replied, "I've been meaning to read it. How do you like it?" That's how we started talking from books to life stories. I didn't try to be impressive. I just tried to be me. Lesson learned, don't try too hard. Just be genuine. Day 7. Building the bond. Talking is just the beginning. A real bond takes time and effort from both sides. By day 7, I started to realize we weren't just acquaintances anymore. She was reaching out to me for book recommendations and movie suggestions, and we were opening up more. Still, I didn't rush anything. The most important thing was to be sincere, not rushing into a label or trying to win someone over, but really getting to know each other. Chapter 2. Challenges and Lessons. Day 10. A turning point. Things were going well until one day everything felt off. She was distracted, constantly checking her phone. We didn't talk much that day, and I was torn between asking or staying quiet. Instead of pushing, I decided to share something about myself. Sometimes I feel pressured to keep a relationship going like I have to be perfect, but I think things would be easier if both sides just share and understand each other. She looked surprised at first, then relaxed. I feel the same way. I want to try, but I don't want to hide how I feel either. That day, I learned, when you open your heart, others feel safe enough to do the same. Day 12. Respecting space. Flirting doesn't mean constantly being around. I learned that giving someone space is a big part of creating a strong bond. One day, we were walking in the park and sat on a bench. We didn't talk much. She just wanted quiet, and I realized it was okay. Sometimes, presence matters more than words. Respecting personal space shows that you care, not cling. Day 15. Facing fear. My biggest fear? Rejection. I was terrified of confessing how I felt and ruining everything. But on day 15, I knew I had to be honest. As we sat on a bench, I turned to her. "Do you think we could ever be something more?" She paused, my heart stopped, then she smiled, gently holding my hand. "I've thought about it too. Let's give it a try, but slowly." That moment, I realized, you won't know unless you try, and sometimes trying is the bravest thing you can do. Day 18. Love is never simple. We had ups and downs like any connection, but each challenge made us understand each other better. Love isn't perfect. It's full of doubts, laughter, frustration, and comfort. And that's what makes it real. Day 20. The takeaway. By day 20, we weren't just close, we were partners in the making. What started as a casual chat in a cafe had turned into something meaningful. In the end, I learned, confidence comes from being at peace with who you are. A good connection is built on honesty, patience, and understanding. Don't fear mistakes, they lead to growth. And most importantly, be real, be respectful, be present. Conclusion. This story isn't about flawless flirting techniques. It's about growing through the process of connecting with someone. Flirting isn't a performance, it's about discovering yourself and learning to meet someone else where they are. And if you're lucky, just like I was, you'll find someone who wants to walk the journey with you, not because you said the right things, but because you were simply you. The end, but also a beautiful beginning.